You will again come late today? You asked. He looked at you, who was busy in phone, and nodded. Don't go out without any guards or security. He left as soon as he finished talking. You sat on sofa, seeing his disappearing figure in front of your eyes. It's been half an year of this marriage, but nothing changed. We are still the same way we first met. Flashback. Your dad worked as right arm for Mr. Kim for 20 years before he took over the position of Mafia King and started working under him. Ty's father and yours father were best friends, and your father used to live in Kim Mansion only, but not you. Your mom left your dad after knowing he was a mafia. She left you with him. You stayed in Kim Mansion with your dad till you were 7 years old. Then your dad, for your safety, bought a new apartment, and then you started living there with Nanny, who took care of you. He kept you away from Kim Mansion and Mafia World for your safety, but he used to come and meet you sometime. Mr. Kim also used to come. He was in US at that time, and when he turned 15 he was brought back to get trained to take over the mafia position. That was the reason why you and him never met each other. You weren't allowed to go and meet him, and he never liked going around girls, and he kept himself busy with work until the day Mr. Kim and your dad decided to convert their friendship into something more special. Yours is Thai's marriage. Why should I come with you? My dad said Mr. Kim's son will come to pick me up because he's stuck in work. But how can I believe you are Mr. Kim's son? You said. You don't have any picture of him? Oh, yeah, I had, but before I could see the picture, it got burnt accidentally. I was cooking at that time, so I didn't saw, he replied. He said, do you live in 19th century? You don't have the picture in phone? Hence confirm that you're not Mr. Kim's son. Mafia never keep pictures in phone. Why don't you try calling your dad then? He said. My phone is dead. Just do a video call to your dad. To Kim, uncle, he's so sweet, and look at your eyes face. No emotion nor expression. You said. The guard laughed. He really video called, Thai in mind. It is so embarrassing, a video call. He smiled and took the phone from his hand as Mrs. Kim came on call. Mrs. Kim. Hello, honey. We are waiting for you and Thai. Why you guys didn't reach till now? Did something happen? She asked. No, Mom. Just she needed proof that I am your son. You pouted, being embarrassed. Mrs. Kim. Thai, talk sweetly. Come, Hwayan, I baked your favorite cake. You smiled and finally hopped inside the car. Now that I know you are real Kim Taehyung, thank you for picking me up. He just glanced at you and then opened his iPad and got busy in it. Time skip to mansion. You were welcomed by Mr. and Mrs. Kim, and of course your dad was also there. You hugged him and finally got settled for dinner. He was sitting right in front of you, glaring at you, making you do nose crunch. Mrs. Kim. Okay, so the reason we called you both here and wanted both of you to meet each other is we have fixed your marriage. You almost choked as your father gave you water. Mom, this. Why so hurry? I mean, he said, but got cut by Mrs. Kim. Mrs. Kim. Of course, you both are now old enough for marriage and both are suitable for each other. You both looked at each other. You and him were too shocked, but your parents were giggling and talking. Mrs. Kim. Now we should leave our kids to talk as well. Your eyes widened and you internally shook your head as no, but they started leaving. Mrs. Kim. Come and sit near Thai, honey. No, no, I'm okay here, auntie. I'm fine here, he said. Thai looked at you when you sat beside him. Now you both were alone. Hello, I'm Vian, you said nervously. Now you know I am Mr. Kim's son, right? Wine in mind. Enough of this drama. You didn't knew about all this, huh? How? You live in this mansion only, right? How come you don't know? You asked. And you are always on call with either mom or dad or with your dad. Still you don't know? He said. You both got silence, looked away from each other. The environment was awkward and silent until your parents came. You smiled, thinking all that past memories. You came back to reality when the sound of notification came, and it was again of the same person. Your breath started getting heavy. Unknown number. So, how are you, huh? Seems like threats are not working on you, baby girl. What did I said? Get me the information of this important deal, or else I would kill you, or worse. You know, right? From 2 days I am asking for it. Do you think killing you will not be easy for me? Come on, I know your address. I can't come there, but I can send assassins. I know he won't let the person get the important room of his, but while cleaning or doing something like that, he or she can poison him. Your phone slipped from your hand in fear, and you grabbed the water bottle and drank water from it. Your phone kept buzzing, but you didn't move a bit. He anyway didn't want you to marry me. Maybe because he really thinks that me, daughter of his father's employee, wanted to become queen of his empire. My bestie says right. He thinks I am a gold digger. That's why he stays away from me and never shows his love to me. He will never help me even if I tell him the truth. If dad would be here, then things wouldn't be like this. But he died 1 month ago. I miss you, Dad. I want to go to you and hug you really tight. I wish you didn't went. You didn't bother to pick up your phone and threw it under the bed and ran from there. The guards left you to your friend's house and you forced them to go away and say you will stay there for a while. You hugged your bestie and she patted your back. I was so scared I had nowhere to go. She made you drink water, but something was off. Your head started spinning. Hannah, your dad was right, Ryan. You're too naive and innocent for mafia world. On the other hand, in the evening, he came back from his work. He was confused when he was greeted with silence rather than Ryan, who used to be in living room doing something. When did she said she will return? He asked. Maid, ma'am said in few days, not correctly when. What? But I can't let her stay to other house without any guards for long. I thought she went for 2 3 hours. He let the maid go and called you on your phone. He got confused after he heard the ring in your phone in his room only. After finding a bug, he spotted your phone under the bed. He took the phone out but was confused why you turned it off. He was about to keep the phone, but his eyes caught the attention of the number from which you got too many messages. He didn't want you to invade your privacy, but his jealousy somewhere took over him. His eyes widened when he read the messages. He immediately took his gun and then took the driver who left Wyatt to her friend's house and went to see her. He was too worried at this point for her safety. Tab, this girl usually keep on babbling anything but things which were meant to be said. She remained silent. No wonder why for past few days she was all silent and lost in her old world. Time skipped to Hannah's house. Hannah opened the door and she was shocked to see him. Ryan, where is Ryan? Can you please call her for me? I need to see her right now, he said. But brother in law, she left. She said she'll go to another place. Guards have seen her there. Thai got more tensed and nodded and left from there. Hannah smirked and came inside to see Ryan being tied up and James, Thai's biggest enemy, there holding her tightly. Now, what will happen, Ryan? Your hubby left and he didn't doubt it on me because for him I'm your best friend. James, if I. You were crying and shocked. Your and you shook your head as no, but it was of no use because of cloth in your mouth. Hannah, why ain't you really my bestie until you married my crush, Kim Taehyung? My brother worked hard And I wanted to marry him, but you took him. So I kept manipulating you that he doesn't love you and thinking that he thinks of you as a gold digger when your life will turn into hell. She was about to inject it when someone shooted on her hand with his gun. Your life came back after you saw him, and his eyes were all red because of anger. James, you said he went. Yes, I drove away with my car, but I forgot to mention that I noticed Vian's locket on table near sofa. Vine will never take out her locket because that was the last gift her father gave. I called and informed other people to search on their areas, but I parked my car a little ahead and came here running. So you dare to touch my wife? He shoot him on his stomach. Hannah took out her gun and kept it on your head. Sure, my brother still works for you, but I don't. Don't come near me or your wife will be dead. You were shivering because of all this. Hannah jumped out of the window, but before that she shoot in your direction. No, Ty pulled you with all his strength. As a result, gunshot hit James. You jumped and hugged him and started crying your heart out. It's okay, I'll take care of you. He picked you up in his arm and took you away from there and called his guard to catch Hannah as soon as possible. Why go and shower first, princess? Look, your clothes are full of bloodstain. Your grip tightened on him. You shook your head as no aggressively. You almost got shot in your head that you were so scared. I promise I'll stay near door only. If you need anything, just shout my name. He tried to explain. Promise? He nodded and made you stand on your feet. Don't go anywhere, he said. Where will I go, leaving my beautiful wife? You went inside and showered properly and came out. You were about to hug him when he stopped you. My clothes are dirty, he explained. Why don't you shower till now when I was in shower? That means I'm allowed to join my wifey when she's in shower next time, he said as your cheeks grew red. You looked at him with your eyes. He pecked your forehead. I will shower and I promise I'll be quick, okay? He said. After shower, as soon as he came, you climbed on his lap, still scared and shivering. It's okay, wifey, I'm here for you. I should have focused on you as well. I was too indulged in work. No, it was my fault. I got manipulated by my friend. Yes, you're not expressive, but you did care for me. But after my dad's death, I got all depressed. Somewhere hating on you that you sent my dad there, not knowing that my dad wished to. In all that period, I shared everything with Hannah and she took advantage of it and started manipulating me instead that you don't insisting that you don't love me and me a complete idiot got in her trap. No, no, Vayan, it's fine. You were in emotional turmoil. It wasn't your fault. Uncle Kang gave me a responsibility. I should have been more careful. I'm sorry. You didn't let go of him the entire night. With very difficulty, was able to feed you a little bit of food, but you didn't eat properly at all. Thine man, mind. Dad said right. I have to be expressive around her. Time skip. Because of all this crying, you had caught cold. From morning, he was making you drink soups and medicines. Wine, baby, come here. I have got another bowl of soup. He kept the bowl on nightstand and bobbled his nose with yours. Since she's sleeping, so I can steal a few kisses. You open your eyes. If you dare to kiss me without my permission, then I'll chop your hairs when you sleep. He said with an angry tone, but got pulled and he made you sit on his lap. Good, so you're not sleeping, so have your soup now. No, not at all. I'm not having it. You started clinging to him to make him melt and start saying, please, hubby, I don't wish to drink it now. You're my caring and most handsome man I have ever seen in my life. Your eyes glittered when he took one spoon of soup, thinking he'll have it, but your eyes widened when he held you tightly and started feeding. Yeah, let me go, I'm telling you. If soup fell on bed, then you see why it, he said as you pouted, and he glared at you and made you sit and let him feed you. So what my wifey was saying, I most had got cut by you. No, you are monkey. What's the point of buttering when I had to drink the soup? He kissed your soft pout. Yeah, don't try to melt me now, he said. Is it working? He asked. Thigh in mind. I have a good news, but I'm not sure should I tell you.